Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, never fun watching, so it's always, I feel excited about being back in.
What's been the process the last couple of weeks for you to get to this point?
Just trying to work back into things. Just try to feel good. That's about it.
Is it all about injury management going forward, Austin, for you now, or what's that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're always kind of managing stuff throughout the year, and just trying to stay on top of it and try to feel as good as you can, when you get in the lineup. So.
When did you first feel like you were ready to come back in?
I mean, I think the last couple skates I've had, I felt good. So just, having the positive progress throughout those and feeling confident, day by day. So.
What do you thought of the clubs come back from Christmas? A couple of slog-it-out wins this year, or this week, sorry, against the Islanders.
Yeah, it's not always going to be pretty, but just to be able to find a way to win, whether it's through good goaltending, through special teams, it's not going to be perfect every night. So good teams find a way to win, and obviously you'd like to be able to win in different ways. So I think we've shown that we can do that, and tonight's going to be another good test, another good challenge for us against another good team in our division. So.
Like coming back on a Saturday night against a team like Boston, where the intensity is going to be high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you suspect you'll play both games this weekend?
Yeah.
He took a lot of heat, probably just because he's a Leaf, really. It's like a lesson in what awaits him, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not online looking at it all or hearing about it, or watching it and all that, but I have obviously a good idea of what the spotlight is like, playing at the World Juniors, playing in Canada, the opportunity, and no doubt, obviously, the following that our fan base has for our team and prospects, and obviously someone like Easton's got tremendous potential and is going to play a significant role with the team and the club for a long time, and be a very good player. So never easy for him or all those kids with that opportunity to play for Canada, play on home soil, and it just not go the way you want it to go. So every player goes through adversity at different points of their career, and it's really an opportunity for growth and to get better and to learn from it. So no doubt he'll be surrounded by a lot of great people. Certainly us in here support him tremendously. Love him as a kid and the type of skill set he has and the player he's going to be. So he's going to be really good going forward. He just has to like a lot of them on the team that didn't have success and get to where they wanted to get to learn from it and stay with it.
The tournament, too, good or bad result, doesn't define the player's career, right? I mean, it's just
100%. I think obviously it's a special tournament. Gives tremendous recognition in our country, but it's he's got so much game, so much road ahead of him. It's a stepping stone, and unfortunately, it wasn't the result that you wanted. But it can be a stepping stone in a different way, and that's just going through adversity. And when things don't go the way you want them to go, your opportunity to learn and find ways to get better and how you can handle yourself and be a better player and all those sorts of things through it. So, like I said, we're completely behind them and stick with them.
What's it mean to get Austin back tonight?
It doesn't get much better than that when you get our captain back, our one of the best in the world, and just a unique, special player that does so much for us on all ends of the ice, and no one can score goals quite like him. So, obviously we're thrilled. It's I know been up and down for him and been frustrating at times, but he's just kind of continued to stay with what he's got to do to work through it and get himself ready to play and feeling good. So I know he's excited.
Burley's got all the pieces now in place, right? Like he's got more or less a full complement of forwards now that go forward.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to keep playing. I think obviously want to stay as healthy as you can be, but throughout a long season, obviously things happen. And that's where we trust the depth of the group and even guys that come up, they get called up from the Marlies and whatnot. So, but obviously a great opportunity with, like you said up front, health being a good spot for us. Kind of come together the group, play to our team identity in the way we need to earn results, and obviously for us to keep building, keep getting better.
Leafs all in on center hunt. Treliving's bold moves could shape Toronto's future. As a die-hard Toronto Maple Leaf supporter, it's hard not to get excited about the latest trade buzz surrounding the team. Brad Treliving, the Leafs general manager, appears poised to make some daring moves to strengthen the squad's depth down the middle. The whispers of significant trades are growing louder, and Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet has added fuel to the fire with his recent revelations. The situation has become even more pressing as the Leafs grapple with the ongoing upper body injury to team captain Auston Matthews. Matthews has already missed the last 4 games, and while the team is doing its best to stay afloat, the need for reinforcements at center is undeniable. Treliving, it seems, is ready to part with valuable assets to address this glaring need. The centers on Treliving's radar. Names like Jake Evans from the Montreal Canadiens, Brock Nelson from the New York Islanders, and the Philadelphia Flyers' Morgan Frost have been mentioned as potential targets. These players bring a mix of experience and skill, each offering something unique to the Leafs lineup. But, as Friedman highlighted during his appearance on the Fan 590's The Fan Hockey Show, the price tags for these players vary significantly. That's the number one thing he's, Treliving, been looking at all season, Friedman noted, emphasizing the GM's focus on finding the right fit at center. This isn't just about plugging a hole, it's about finding a player who can elevate the team to new heights. Priorities in focus. While some fans might argue that the Leafs need help on defense, Friedman suggested that Treliving's primary focus is elsewhere. They did a lot of their work in the off-season. I think now there's a question if they need to go find someone to play with Morgan Rielly, he explained. But, it's not their number one priority. I believe their number one thing all season has been, let's find another center. This clear focus on center depth speaks volumes about Treliving's strategy. The Leafs are willing to pay a hefty price, but there's a caveat: the player must come with term. Why term matters? The preference for term isn't just a strategic move, it's a sign that Treliving is thinking long-term. Rentals can be tempting, especially for a team looking to make a deep playoff run, but they often come with risks. One of the things I've heard is that if they're going to spend assets on a center, they would prefer it to be someone with term, Friedman revealed. This approach ensures that any trade made benefits the Leafs beyond the immediate future. Internal struggles and potential fits. Internally, the Leafs have tried to find solutions. Fraser Minton showed promise earlier this season, but the organization prefers to let him develop further with the Marlies. Meanwhile, the Leafs' current lineup has struggled to maintain its depth in Matthews' absence. One intriguing option could be Vincent Trocheck from the New York Rangers. With the Rangers facing their own challenges, could they be persuaded to part with a player like Trocheck, who already has chemistry with Leaf stars from last year's All-Star game? The road ahead. As the calendar flips to 2025, the trade deadline looms larger. Treliving's actions in the coming months will undoubtedly shape the Leafs' playoff aspirations and potentially their long-term future. For Leafs fans, the anticipation is palpable. Every move, every rumor, and every game feels like a piece of the puzzle. Treliving's willingness to swing for the fences shows a commitment to bringing a championship to Toronto, a dream that has eluded the franchise for far too long. Why this matters? This isn't just another season. This is a chance for the Leafs to solidify their identity as a contender. With Matthews expected to return and the possibility of a major trade to bolster the lineup, the team is poised to make a statement. Treliving's boldness, combined with the team's potential, makes it an exhilarating time to be a Leafs fan. Whether it's Evans, Nelson, Frost, or another unexpected addition, one thing is clear: the Leafs are in it to win it. So, buckle up, Leafs Nation. The journey ahead promises to be as thrilling as it is unpredictable. Treliving's moves could define the legacy of this team, and, hopefully, end the championship drought that has haunted Toronto for decades. The weight of expectations. The Leafs are no strangers to the pressure of the spotlight. Toronto is a hockey city, and the Maple Leafs are its beating heart. Every move made by management is scrutinized, every decision debated endlessly by fans and analysts alike. Treliving stepped into a challenging role when he took over as GM, and his willingness to take bold steps shows he understands the weight of these expectations. What makes this moment particularly critical is the team's current window of contention. With stars like Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander in their prime, the Leafs are in win-now mode. The front office knows that wasting even a single season could have long-term repercussions. Auston Matthews, the catalyst. Matthews' injury has highlighted just how crucial he is to the team's success. While his absence has been manageable in short bursts, it's clear that the Leafs' center depth isn't built to withstand prolonged stretches without their captain. This has amplified the urgency to bring in another center who can contribute immediately and lessen the load on Matthews when he returns. The captain's recovery timeline is still uncertain, but Treliving's proactive approach suggests the team isn't willing to gamble on waiting too long. The goal is clear: solidify the lineup so that when Matthews is back, the Leafs are firing on all cylinders. The cost of boldness. The term significant assets isn't used lightly. Whether it's high draft picks, promising prospects, or even current roster players, Treliving is signaling that no stone will be left unturned. The Leafs' prospect pool is respectable but not overflowing, meaning any trade will have to be meticulously calculated. There's also the financial aspect. The Leafs are a team that operates near the salary cap, so any addition will require shrewd cap management. Could Treliving pull off a move that strengthens the roster without hamstringing the team's flexibility? If he does, it would be nothing short of a masterstroke. The fan base's role. Leafs Nation, passionate as ever, has already begun dissecting potential trade scenarios. Social media is abuzz with debates about who should be targeted and what assets should be sacrificed. Fans understand the stakes, and there's a growing sense of anticipation, bordering on impatience, for Treliving to make his move. It's a delicate balance for the GM. While fans demand immediate results, he must ensure that any deal aligns with a long-term vision of sustained success. The pressure to deliver is immense, but so is the potential reward. Comparisons to past GMs. Treliving's approach invites comparisons to his predecessors. Some GMs were criticized for being too conservative, while others were seen as overly aggressive. Treliving, however, seems to have struck a balance. He's willing to take risks, but only if they make sense for the team's broader goals. This calculated boldness is exactly what the Leafs need in this pivotal moment. If Treliving can pull off a game-changing trade, he could cement his place as one of the most effective GMs in recent Leafs history. The trade deadline looms. The NHL trade deadline is one of the most exciting times of the year, and this season promises to be no exception. With the Leafs actively shopping for a center, every rumor and report will be magnified. Other teams are watching closely, too, as any move by Toronto could shift the balance of power in the league. It's not just about who the Leafs acquire, it's about what message the move sends. A major trade would signal to the league, and to their own players, that Toronto is all in. That kind of confidence can be infectious, sparking a surge of momentum heading into the playoffs. Lessons from the past. Leafs fans have seen their fair share of trade deadline moves over the years, some more successful than others. From acquiring veterans to bolster playoff runs to making unexpected gambles, the franchise's history offers lessons for Treliving. The key will be avoiding the pitfalls of overpaying for short-term fixes while maximizing the impact of any new additions. The future of Fraser Minten. One of the most intriguing subplots is the development of Fraser Minten. The young center has shown flashes of brilliance but remains a work in progress.